We took 2 expansions, interleague play, 3 divisions and a wild card, and we piled all that on a schedule. And we came out with a very, very bad schedule. We're going to need some significant realignment to make all these things work.
The winds of change are sweeping through Major League Baseball. And it's not the wind blowing out at Wrigley. Baseball owners meet Tuesday to reshape the game of baseball as we know it.
Well, it's trying to see geographically how we can all line up and solve some of the problems. We're trying to capture this and see how we can satisfy the needs of all of the teams.
The most popular proposal centers around geography, where teams in the same area would play in the same division. This would cut down on the 50,000 miles baseball teams travel each year. One of those proposals would go something like this: 16 National League teams in 4 divisions and 14 American League teams in 3 divisions. The American League East would contain the Orioles, Yankees, Red Sox, Phillies, and Marlins. If this division were intact this year, the Marlins would be right between the Orioles and Yankees in the thick of a division race. The National League East would have the Braves, Pirates, Reds, and Mets, while the National League Central would contain the Brewers, Cardinals, Royals, and Cubs. Brewers have expressed an interest in switching leagues, and this proposal would grant their wish.
It was remarkable that when the Brewers were in Wrigley Field, it was spectacular. The Cardinals were up here. It wasn't only the increased attendance, the increased television ratings. It was the drama and excitement in the ballparks. It was tremendous. It brought an electricity to the parks everywhere.
The division that would involve the most teams switching leagues would be the National League Pacific. If implemented, it would contain the Angels, Athletics, Mariners, and Arizona Diamondbacks. This proposal would place the A's and Giants in the same league. And although the Giants do not have veto power because they are not switching leagues, it is a move that San Francisco owner Peter McGowan is very much against.
Look, there's a legitimate concern, for instance, about the 2-team cities.
The other teams switching leagues in this possible proposal include the Expos and Astros moving to the AL, making it a total of 9 teams switching leagues. Rivalries that would be lost would include the Cubs-Mets and the interstate rivalry of the Phillies-Pirates. Some rivalries that would be created, though, include the Lone Star rivalry of Astros and Rangers, the Freeway Series, Dodgers and Angels. Fans would see Griffey and Bonds square off several times throughout the season. And how about this Frontier Series, the Rockies and Diamondbacks? With Tuesday's meeting bringing fans out of the dark, the one thing that is certain is this:
The schedule really right now just doesn't work, and that's a disaster for all 30 clubs.
Every team is going to have to make some concessions to fit the good of the both. So we're trying to work that out. But there are a lot of possibilities, and so if y'all got some good ideas, you tell us how to do it.